time to unpack with me my bags from 3 months in Central America. Let's see what I packed. Oh, okay, this is a little daunting. Let's start with the big boy. This is the bag I packed for Central America. It's my tried and true Cotopaxi 35 liter, and it's going through it. I got a huge hole here, so I kind of was no longer able to use this pocket as much, but I still put some stuff in here. So in the front pocket, we have this dry bag, which I used as a dry bag, but I also used as a dirty laundry bag. I would do my own laundry by filling it up, putting some detergent, shaking it around, and rinsing it out. So I would do my own laundry and then also just store dirty laundry in there, which was very helpful. Okay, now let's open the main compartment. Oh, let me unlock it. I would always lock it because sometimes the zipper would come undone on its own. So, don't want that. I packed 2 of these tiny little locks, which I 100% recommend. Just for safekeeping, for locker storage in hostels. Very helpful to have a couple of those. Okay, let's open this big boy. Big reveal. Ta-da! This is what the bag looks on the inside. We'll start with this small compartment. Got some maintenance things. Some like lamb wool to put in between toes for blisters and stuff like that. Actually didn't use this once this trip, but on my last backpacking trip I did use it, so I packed it just in case. Ear cleaners, because Q-tips, they're called Q-tips, duh, but you never know when you're gonna need a Q-tip. I actually bought those while traveling because I felt like my ears needed a cleaning and I forgot to pack them, but I should have just packed some. This pouch I used to store shaving supplies. Oh, and some more moleskin. I had some moleskin as well, which I think I used once, but I packed comfortable shoes, so I didn't really need them. I had my little travel razor kit, which has since broken off. It originally had a little closing tab, but it's a small, tiny little razor, perfect for traveling. And I think I brought like a few other blades to replace. But I think I brought too many blades because these 3 blades were unused. So I brought more blades than I needed. But I think the kit just came with 5 blades, so I just brought them all. What else? Oh, and then I brought my bikini trimmer, which it's a little bigger than I wanted to pack, but I like how it works, so I packed what I like, even though it took up a little more space. Of course, I have a Filthy Friday wristband randomly in there. I don't know about that, but I think this pouch was great. It fit perfectly in this pocket, which made it really convenient. Okay, next on to this pocket. Let's see what we got in here. Okay. This bag I actually bought in Guatemala because I needed a little beach day bag, and I just love the colors on this. This was a necessary purchase. I used it so much throughout the entire trip. It's been through it, but so helpful. Definitely need a little beach day bag for sure. Okay. Ooh, my cosmetic bag. I love a clear bag because I like to see what's going on. If I can't see what's going on, I forget what I have, but we can go into detail of the cosmetics later. I don't think you guys need to see everything right now, but we'll do it at the end of the video. This was my makeup bag. It's just an old Skin ID bag. Who remembers Skin ID? But this is where I stored all my makeup. If you guys want to stay tuned for the end of the video, I'll go through all the makeup and all the skincare I brought so you guys can know what was helpful, what wasn't really needed. This is my shower supplies. a little shaving stick for shaving. You just rub it on your legs or your armpits and shave, and it's really convenient, travel friendly. This was a new product I tried. It was a conditioning concentrate, so I think I still have some left. Basically, it's a super thick conditioner that you rub in your hands, activate with water, and it conditions. And that small tin actually lasted the entire time, so I would definitely pack this product again. It was very helpful. Smells amazing, kind of like a minty smell. Worked great. This is my compartment for my bar of soap. I brought the Dr. Bronze, I think is the name, lavender soap. I ended up, this is my third bar I went through, so I only packed one, but then had my friends bring me a couple more because I went through that first bar of soap so quickly because I would use it to rinse my body. Sometimes I was lazy and would just use it as a shaving cream instead of this because I didn't have it in the shower with me. I would use it to wash my face. Sometimes I would use it to, well, actually I mainly used it to shampoo my hair too. This little pouch, it's like a little mini dry bag. I used it to store my bar of soap. Whoa, it's still wet. This is my conditioning soap for my hair, but which is what I used for my last backpacking trip, but I ended up preferring this product, so I ended up mainly using this product, not really using the bar of conditioning soap, so don't feel like I needed to pack it actually. Oh, another thing I packed that I did not need. I packed this giant lock to secure my backpack like to my bunk or anywhere if I needed. Didn't use this once, so didn't need to pack that. Brought my makeup eraser towel, which super convenient to get my makeup off at the end of the night. Definitely would recommend this, just to have a little face towel too. Oh, that smells like shit. This I actually bought as a souvenir in Guatemala. They had the cutest little kitchen towels. I wanted to buy two, but I talked myself down to just buy one for space reasons, but I saw it and I needed it, so another one of the souvenirs that I bought. What else is in here? Oh, shoe insoles, which I actually didn't need to use because the shoes I packed were perfect, so kind of a waste of space, but you never know when you need them, so it's better to have them just in case. Next, our first packing cube. This packing cube was used for underwear, socks, swimsuits, and I also hid my spare phone in here, which I thankfully didn't need because no one stole my phone. It was a lot safer than I thought it would be, but I brought one just in case. Oh, another souvenir I bought. I saw this silk scarf in Panama, and I just fell in love with the print on it. I need to show it to you guys. I needed it. It's the most gorgeous scarf ever. Oh, so yeah, another souvenir I bought. I tried to be thoughtful with my souvenirs that I bought for myself. Ones that don't take up much space and ones that immediately caught my eye and like stood out to me. Okay, now on to what's in this first packing cube. We've got our swimsuits. So I originally packed, I think, 2.5 swimsuits, I guess. This one is the one I wore the most. Just a basic string black and white bikini. Super comfortable, that stretchy material that I love. So this one was the most worn bikini. 100% recommend a basic bikini. This is the other bikini I packed. I actually bought it on my last backpacking trip. Super cute. I love the coloring. It's just really flattering. Not as high quality as the other one, but I think I didn't wear it as much as the other one, but it still came in handy. And then another thing I packed this trip, I packed a tankini top that could pair with either of the bikinis, but also could be worn as a shirt, which I wore it as both. I wore it a couple times as a tankini top and then a couple times as a shirt going out, and it was perfect for both purposes. So definitely would pack a tankini top again. This bikini I ended up buying while traveling. Honestly, didn't really need it, but I was really craving a Brazilian style bikini bottom, so I had to send it, but wasn't really needed. The rest is just like bras and underwear. I packed a lot of sports bra. This one's just your normal day-to-day bralette. And then this one, another bralette. But I actually didn't wear this one much, but they don't take up much space. I think underwear, these are the boxer underwears that I packed. I think I brought like 6 pairs of underwear. One pair of boxers, 1 G-string, and then the rest were just normal underwear that I find comfortable. Socks, I packed 3 pairs of smart wool socks. Then I just had these other black pairs of socks. And then another souvenir I bought these sloth socks in Puerto Viejo, Costa Rica, because I just love them. So I ended up with 5 pairs of socks, which is probably more than I need, but and I love packing smart wool socks specifically because smart wool socks don't smell as bad as normal socks. At least for my sweaty feet, I need wool socks. This is a cashmere bandana that I packed. I packed it instead of a beanie because I thought it was more multifunctional. You can wear it as a beanie to keep your head warm, but you could also wear it kind of like this to protect you from dusty scenarios or just to keep your neck warm. So I felt like it was better than packing a beanie and a bandana because it kind of did both. This saved me during the Acatenango hike. Also, when I did volcano boarding and needed something to protect me from the dust, this came in handy. So honestly, I didn't use it that much, but when I did use it, it was really helpful. This was my spare phone that I packed, hidden in a sock, so no one would suspect anything. And thankfully, I didn't need to use my spare phone because my normal phone stayed safe. Okay, so that's all that's in this side of the bag. Let's go to the main compartment. Da-da-da. Okay, we've got our tried and true microfiber towel. Also smelly now, but I think bringing a towel like this is needed for hostel backpacking life because most of those places don't give you a towel or you have to pay for a towel. So it just makes way more sense to have your own towel. And also for beach days, it's just nice to have your own towel. This one, these microfiber ones, I totally recommend. My only regret, I wish I got a darker color because this color really shows dirt and stains, and I don't love that because you can only do laundry so much. So a big stain just makes me look dirty when it's not as dirty as it looks, I swear. But it needs washing. Shoes, okay. Flip-flops. I ended up buying these while traveling because I wanted a basic pair of flip-flops that didn't ruin my outfits like these Tevas. Was slightly more stylish and they barely took up any space. So I bought them at the beginning of the trip, used them a lot. They were needed. The Tevas are the necessity. These are needed for backpacking. Teva Hurricanes, you can get them wet, you can hike in them, super comfy, super durable, and just work for everything. They are ugly though. I think they're ugly, but they're needed. So I pack them every backpacking trip and they always come in handy. My main sneakers, I packed Solomon's, which, one second, let me grab them. The tried and true backpacking shoe, the all black Solomon's. I bought these new for this trip because my last backpacking trip, I just used some old Adidas sneakers, which were not great. They were dirty, they needed insoles, they were falling apart. So it was time for a new pair. I went with these. No regrets. These are the best backpacking sneaker because they kind of work as trainers and then also more stylish sneakers. All black is nice and sleek. The dirt doesn't show as well. And the no laces, you can just slide them on and off and it's so easy. So these 100% recommend. The fourth pair of shoe, which I regret packing, were these frothy ballet flats. I packed them because on my last backpacking trip, I wanted a more like stylish option for nicer occasions, but I wore these once and got the worst blisters ever, despite trying to break them in and wearing them a bunch before the trip. But with the hot conditions, my feet were just really sweaty, and sweaty feet with these do not combine well. So I wore them once, never wore them again. They just collected dust in my backpack, and I regret packing them. You don't really need them either. And yeah, I wish they worked because they're so small and easy to pack, but they didn't work, so didn't need these, just took up space. Okay, now my main 2 packing cubes that held all my clothes. Impressive, right? All the clothes I needed for 3 months, kind of insane. So 1 packing cube, I put all my pants in. Let's see, I also have the pants I wore on my flight, so I'll include these. These I wore on the flight, Adidas track pants. I didn't pack these on my first backpacking trip, but this trip I wanted to switch up the long workout pants. And these I just feel like were more stylish. They go with everything. They're good for hiking because I prefer a loose pant when I hike versus like a tight legging. So these were a new addition that actually might be a future staple. And they have kind of thick lining inside. So when I was in the cold climates like Acatenango or just Guatemala, Lake Atelan in general, these helped keep me warm and were a savior. Other pants include these basketball shorts. I brought them on my last backpacking trip, brought them again on this one. They're just your normal long workout shorts, but they've got cute lace detailing, so they add a nice little style flair. They were complimented a lot. The girlies love them, and they're also just super comfortable because they're basically basketball shorts. And with the lace, they're nice and airy. So yeah, these are a backpacking staple for me. I think they will go on every backpacking trip with me. Super helpful. Another pair of shorts that I packed on my last backpacking trip and ran it back this time were these Nike tennis shorts. I don't really know what they're called, but I use them as pajamas mainly, pajama shorts, but they're also like workout shorts, so I could wear them out. They kind of fit that boxer style, but they're really comfortable for sleeping and walking around, but I mainly wore them for sleeping, but they're very helpful, so I would definitely recommend kind of a short like this. I don't know, they're just cute too. I love the pattern. I love that they look like boxers, but they can be worn like boxers, but they also can be worn out because they're more durable. They've got pockets, which is super nice. The tie band, so you can tighten them. Super helpful. And a new addition from this backpacking trip, I decided to bring a denim short dupe because I wish I had denim shorts on my first backpacking trip. These are technically not denim though. They're technically sweatpant material that look like denim, which I think is the perfect alternative because they're a lot thinner than denim. You can crush it very small and they don't take up much space. They're more comfortable than denim because they're stretchy, but they look exactly like denim, and they gave me that nice loose baggy short look that kind of dressed up all my shirts and felt more like an outfit than any of the other more athletic shorts. So these were a new addition that I 100% will bring again. Another new addition was this little silk skirt that I have. It's very wrinkly right now, but it's a little mini silk skirt. It's very colorful, so I was hesitant to bring it because I normally gravitate towards gray, blacks, and whites when I pack for backpacking. But I felt like a silk skirt barely takes up any space, first off, but also is perfect for putting over a swimsuit for a beach day. And it also is cute for dressing up for night. Like, I could wear this cute little silk skirt and that white tankini top or a little black tube top, and it felt like a really nice going out look. So this was actually worn a lot, and I would totally bring this again on a backpacking trip. Next, you have your classic linen pants. These were a different pair than I brought on my first backpacking trip, but much better. I thrifted these and they just fit me perfectly. They're very wrinkly right now, but I love that they have the zip-up pockets in the front for safekeeping. The tie waistband, which my others didn't have, so I could make sure they fit on me snug. And yeah, they're just super airy because they're 100% linen. 100%. I recommend having a 100% linen pair of pants because they're just very helpful in heat conditions when you just want to cover up. And they are stylish. With the cute little top, felt like a nice going out look. So, definitely recommend a pair of linen pants that you like. This black mini skirt, we packed it on my first backpacking trip. We ran it back again. I actually wore it a lot more in Southeast Asia because for this trip, since I had the silk skirt, I feel like I gravitated towards this a lot more. But this was worn enough that I think it warrants packing. Just a black, basic, stretchy mini skirt with the built-in shorts. You can't go wrong. It's perfect for going out and just a casual day look if you want to look a little nicer. Super cute. Black mini. Helpful. Goes with everything. This, we've got our black heat tech leggings. I only wore these when I was in super cold climates like Acatenango or sometimes by the lake in Guatemala. Other than that, I didn't really wear them. But if you're going to a place that has semi-cold climates in some of the places, you do need a pair of leggings for layering purposes. And I do think the heat tech leggings are amazing because they definitely keep you warm. So, definitely would recommend that. And that's all the pants I've packed. Bottoms I packed. Now, on to our tops. Let's see what we got in here. This is a top that I actually bought during the trip. I thrifted it in Nicaragua, I believe. I love this stretchy material. I was worried it was going to show sweat stains, but thankfully it doesn't show sweat stains. So it's just the perfect comfy top to throw on. Not something you need, but something that I did wear a frequent amount when I bought it. But okay, going on to the original tops. Tried and true top that I packed on my first backpacking trip and ran back again. This Airism Uniqlo black tank top. This is perfect. It can take sweat really well, and it's got this built-in bra detail, which is very supportive for the girls. Adjustable straps, super lightweight, meant for hot weather. Perfect if you're backpacking in a hot climate and just need something lightweight. Also perfect for layering. I would layer it under black, or I would layer it under one of my long sleeves, and it was super helpful. So yeah, this is a necessity. 100% need something like this for backpacking. Okay, what else do we have? We have a new addition. My last backpacking trip, I remember desperately wishing I just had a black tube top. So this trip, I made sure to pack just a basic cotton black tube top. And yes, this was worn a lot. Honestly, I might have worn this more than the Airism tank top just because it was super lightweight, could be worn over bikinis super easily. And the tube top outline just feels nicer to me than the spaghetti strap outline. So I could wear this going out too. But yeah, tried and true, black tube top, also a necessity. Another necessity, long sleeve linen shirt. I feel like this one's really wrinkly, but long sleeve linen shirt is kind of a necessity for the backpacking life. Perfect for layering, for skin protection when it's super sunny out. Over a bikini, just super cute. I actually didn't wear this as much as I wore it during Southeast Asia, but it's still, I feel like, something I would continue packing, because I think you need at least one linen look, linen pants, linen long sleeve. It's just really helpful to have. Okay, what else do we have in here? A lot of basic black things, because black works with everything. We have this basic black cotton t-shirt. I actually didn't wear this that much because when it's super hot, I kind of prefer having my armpits out versus covered. But I wore it enough to warrant packing it again. Just a basic black cotton t-shirt. Flattering and works with everything. And covers your arm if you're going to temples, which I didn't go to this trip, but in Southeast Asia, I needed something that covered my what do you call that, shoulders. On that same note, we have a basic black long sleeve, same exact brand as that t-shirt, but just the long sleeve version for the colder climates, which again, I didn't wear this that much except in Guatemala when it was really cold, but when it is cold, you need something like this, so it was a necessity. What else do we have? Oh, we have our black t-shirt. This one's more for sleeping, so I had to bring a more baggy sleep shirt. Having like just a comfortable black graphic tee is really helpful. This is my go-to one. It went on my last backpacking trip. I brought it again. Love the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Just love this graphic, honestly, and it's my most comfortable baggy t-shirt. So I'd wear this to sleep. I would throw it on to get breakfast at the hostel. It's just perfect. So I do think you need a baggy graphic tee. I ended up buying a few more graphic tees when I was traveling, and a lot of the activities hostels, you end up collecting other baggy tees. Like from volcano boarding, I got this other baggy tee while volcano boarding, which came in handy. I ended up buying this baggy t-shirt in El Salvador because I just loved the graphic on it and the material is super comfortable. So this became also another sleep shirt. Ended up getting this from Sunday Funday. Not a shirt I would need at all, but it's a free shirt. I'm not going to say no to a free shirt. So Sunday Funday merch. In terms of things I packed, let's see. I packed another long sleeve. This one, just a white long sleeve. Again, I only really wore this in Guatemala. So it was helpful because I spent 3 weeks in Lake Adelon and it was really cold while I was there. So I kind of wanted a rotation of long sleeves so I wasn't always wearing the same thing. And again, this is super small, doesn't take up much space. But white is dangerous when you're backpacking. It gets very dirty and then sweat stains show. So I don't know if I'd recommend this. I don't think I needed to bring a third long sleeve, so I would have left this at home. But just another long sleeve that I guess I did wear in Guatemala on the lake. But besides Guatemala, I never had to grab for a long sleeve. But this one's just a cute gray option. So we had a black long sleeve, a white long sleeve, and a gray long sleeve. This one was slightly more thick. I think this did get worn on my Acatenango hike because I had to layer a few long sleeves because it was so freaking freezing. But I don't know if I would need to pack this again or would recommend it because it's a little thick, not as versatile. I think I wore this the least. This was a new addition. I felt like I didn't have enough going out tops when I was in Southeast Asia, and I wanted some cute tops that would go with everything. So I packed this red little number because it felt like a nice festive, fun going out top to spice up a look. And although I didn't wear it much, I did feel like when I would put it on, it would be like a nice refresh. Like, ooh, I look good. Like, this is good for going out. So I actually would maybe pack this again as a nice going out top. Super lightweight because it's silky and just very flattering. Like, it would bring the look up to a 10. So yeah, just a cute little going out top. And I feel like red's my color. Like, red, you throw on a red top, you feel like a new person. And in Southeast Asia, I got so sick of just always wearing black. So I did want to throw in a few colored options that I could rotate. And I do think this was helpful. This shirt, again, I bought while traveling. Another shirt I bought while traveling was this cute little white tank top. I honestly just loved the quote on it, and I became a little obsessed with sloths during my Costa Rica trip. And this one said, "Don't rush, patience is a virtue." And that just really stuck with me, because when you're slow traveling, that's kind of the mindset. Don't rush, take it all in, enjoy the moment. And I felt like the sloth really gave that vibe, so I needed to represent. And having just a like white little tank top like this actually became really useful. Wearing bikinis, wearing over bikinis, just wearing with my workout basketball shorts. And since it's cropped, it was like nice and cute and just really flattering. So definitely would recommend actually maybe having a little white tank top. But this one was cute. And now I have a special sloth tank top. So yeah, that is all the clothing we packed. The only thing left in this bag, we have this small little laptop compartment, which I actually didn't use for my laptop, but I used to store just random things like my laundry detergent sheets, which actually were really helpful. Just super flat laundry detergent sheets so you could do your laundry yourself. And the rest is just my Spanish school merch, or not merch, my Spanish school notebook and notes, because I wanted to hold on to those so I can keep brushing up on my Spanish. And then one other thing in there, a little phone pouch, which again I think is super useful, especially if you're going on snorkeling tours or just tours that involve being in the water. It's nice to have one of these to protect your phone. So definitely would recommend that. And yeah, that's everything that was in this bag. Also another staple, having some of these carabiners on your bag so you can clip on things like shoes. Like when I was going from place to place, I would just clip on my Tevas because it was easier than trying to stuff them in. So super helpful to just have a few carabiners so you can clip things on the outside of your bag when you don't feel like putting it all in. So yeah, that's the main bag.